This is what boondocking in Alaska is all about. We really haven't done too much the last several days. Part of it has been the weather. I mean, when it's just pouring down rain, we don't really want to get out in it. The other part of it too is that we are now more than 7 weeks in to our trip. We're tired. We've done so much, we've gone so much, we've hiked a lot. It's just been busy. We've had a lot going on. If you're doing a 1 week trip, you can go pretty hard and fast. When you're gone for a month, 2 months, 3 months, you just can't go at that same pace, right? Your body just won't let you do it. Your mind won't do it. You just get overloaded and you need some time to decompress. You need time to get some errands done. That's really what we've done the last week. It's enabled us to recharge a bit. We're gonna try to get an early start, beat all the crowds because it's the weekend, and we'll see how that goes.
Well, we've made it to Kenai Fjords National Park. This is the third and last national park that we'll get to visit in Alaska on this trip. And we are doing something this morning that we did not anticipate we'd be able to do. We wanted to hike the Harding Icefield trail. It's a very difficult trail. It's at least 8.2 miles round trip with over 3,500 feet of elevation. And we're just not capable of doing that with Kaylee right now. She's still just a little too young. But there is a section of the trail you can hike to called Top of the Cliffs, and it's about 5 miles round trip. You still gain about 2,500 feet of elevation. So this is gonna be a challenge, but we've packed lots of water, we've packed tons of snacks, and it is a bluebird sky day. Perfect weather for this. It's cool when you're in the shade. We'll see how I feel once we get out in the sun. It is a Saturday morning. There are a lot of people on the trail already, so we're trying to hit it and hit it quick and stay ahead of everyone.
This is Devil's Club. You definitely don't want to be grabbing that.
Our first views of Exit Glacier on the trail were from the lookout at Marmot Meadows. Glacial striations like these were created by rock and debris caught underneath the glacier as it advanced.
Well, they didn't call it Top of the Cliffs for nothing. This is steep. It's a beautiful day, but the sun being out is warming things up a bit. We're paying for this hike. It's all gonna be worth it in the end, I'm sure. Everyone has said the views from the top are magnificent.
Will, you gotta come see this.
most epic spot that we have had lunch. Do you say, Mom?
I think so. I think you're right.
What an amazing day. We were talking with one of the guides who takes people out onto the glacier, and she said that this is the third day this whole season that they've had a bluebird sky day like this. So we're just so thankful that we were blessed to have such a spectacular day. We started the hike at about 9 o'clock, and there weren't too many people here. There were some, a few groups, but not many. But as the day has progressed, it's gotten busy. It's about 1 o'clock now, and we are passing lots of people in both directions. So, moral of the story, like always,
The early bird gets the worm.
well, I don't really like worms, but yeah, the earlier you get started, the fewer the crowds will be. Well, we're back where we were last night. We've talked about littering already on this trip and trying to encourage everyone to do their part to pick up litter. Well, both in that vein and as a note of caution, right next to where we were parked, like 2 feet away from our tires, all through the ground were nails. And they were these twisted nails like they use for pallets, and clearly they just burned a lot of pallets there and left all the nails behind. Whenever you're coming to some of these pullouts in Alaska, it's probably not a bad idea to have someone walk out in front of you. Keep your eye out, and then of course, when you can, try to pick up litter, even if it's someone else's. I know it's not fair, but sooner or later it's got to be done. So do it and help to keep your neighbor from getting a flat tire.
The main visitor center for the park is located in nearby Seward, and although small, it has some wonderful exhibits. As you probably expected, Kaylee was thrilled to add to her Junior Ranger badge collection.
One of the main attractions to visit in Seward is the Alaska Sealife Center. It's an aquarium. They have a puffin exhibit that we're thinking Kaylee's gonna really love, touch tank. We really don't know what to expect. People say they typically spend about an hour here, but they don't know our kid. So I think we're gonna be here considerably longer than that.
She loves animals, and I think she's gonna have a great time, so.
Even though we've seen a lot of animals in the wild, it's still fun just to be really up close and personal, so.
Especially since the weather today is really cloudy, really overcast. The Sea Life Center is a great indoor activity, and there aren't a lot of those to do in Alaska anyway, so this is a great one.
In addition to being an aquarium, the Sea Life Center is dedicated to marine research and rehabilitation. Although the water was icy cold, the touch tank was a big hit. It was full of sea urchins, anemones, and sea cucumbers, but our favorite was the sunflower sea star with 20 legs. This massive bottle is used for feeding rescued walrus calves, and they drink over 2 gallons of formula per day.
He looks tasty.
He looks so good.
The center houses a diving bird habitat where visitors can observe a variety of native seabirds. They were all interesting to watch, but our favorites were the horned puffins and the tufted puffins.
The best ever. They're the cutest little thing. Oh. They don't poop on me. I'm like 2 feet from a puffin.
Join us down the road as our adventures continue both on land and sea. And until next time, enjoy your journey.